In the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu officially swore in Olatunji Disu as Nigeria's 23rd substantive Inspector General of Police in a ceremony held at the council chambers of the State House in Abuja on Wednesday. Disu, who had been serving in an acting capacity since late February following the resignation of his predecessor, Kayode Egbetokun, took his oath of office with Vice President Kashim Shettima, senior ministers, security chiefs and family members in attendance. And wasting no time, the new IGP has moved swiftly, inaugurating an 8-member steering committee on the establishment of state police at the force headquarters, declaring that state police has come to stay.
The committee was set up early this morning to look into the issue of state police from the angle of the Nigerian police. We don't want it to seem as if others are taking decision and we, the most important people concerned, did not do anything. We want to ensure that the best thing is done. State police has come to stay, and the police should be able to contribute their own part in making it succeed. The police are not afraid. Our jobs are not being taken. It's just an issue of partnership.
All right, congratulations are in order. This is a significant statement from the brand new IGP, and, it signals a clear departure from his predecessor, whose reported resistance to state policing was among the reasons cited for his exit. Disu has also pledged zero tolerance for corruption, impunity, and human rights abuses, telling officers that every Nigerian must be treated with dignity, regardless of their social or political status. Nigerians will be watching to see if his promises are kept. And I think that this is a laudable development within our security architecture. And also speaking about, state police in Anambra State. The state's police command on Tuesday released footage of 100 newly trained constables undergoing armed drills. The training is set to help build mental resilience, strategic thinking, and combat proficiency in line with the Nigeria Police Force's nationwide professionalization goals. Let's take a look.
At a walk. Very correct. I love this set. Don't jump back. You ready yourself.
All right, I think this is a welcoming development. 100 newly trained constables. That's exactly the kind of investment Nigeria needs in its police force right now as the country grapples with evolving security threats from all sides. Dr. Abati, you're smiling too much, so I'm coming to you on the story, obviously.
The Inspector General of Police says, the state police has come to stay.
Yes.
And that the police, the existing Nigerian police force, is going to do everything that is possible to support the idea and make it realizable. And in that regard, he has set up a committee, a management committee. Now, that's the very good part of it, because previously, police officers, senior police officers, retired and serving, had opposed the idea of having state police on the grounds that, they will need to be the ones to control them. The state police should still report to the federal police. But now we have an IGP who is saying he will make it happen. And I think that that is important. Also to the extent that he's practically taking ownership of the idea. He's also seizing the initiative. But that also should not preclude the fact that the states will also have to make their inputs, and the critical things will be about structure, about hierarchy, about relationship with the existing Nigerian police force, and then the enabling law, which the president has said the National Assembly should not waste time in looking at, which will be Section 214, which says there will be only one police force. Now, that will have to be amended. There won't be one police force. 215, 216, which talks about the directives, the hierarchy, the authority, which places the president of Nigeria as the sole final authority over the police. Now, state governors too should be empowered. They should not just be chief security officers in name, and so that we don't have a situation whereby a state commissioner of police will attend the State Security Council meeting, but if the governor gives a directive, he will have to take instruction from a IGP in Abuja, and the IGP will have to take instruction from the president. And we have seen the problem with that. Security breach in a particular state, the policemen will arrive late because of the bureaucracy and the line of authority involved. The concern that people will abuse police force at the state level, or that it will become state politicians' police. Well, in the framework, there should be safeguards to make sure that nobody abuses it. At least let us try it first. Yeah. Because we've had state police before, one form or the other, in parts of Nigeria in the past, and it worked then. The objective should be to make it work this time around.
Well said, Dr. Abati, well said. Well, Rufai, in a separate development, the federal government has announced that it is now illegal to erect roadblocks to collect cash taxes, a practice long criticized by businesses, drivers, and citizens across the country. I wanted to tie this story in with it as well. Roadblocks. What's going to happen to these roadblock officers?
Is this the day they've been declaring roadblocks illegal? Is it today they've been declaring roadblocks illegal?
How are they going to enforce it?
They can't enforce it.
These are the questions.
They can't enforce it.
Okay.
It's just like when they say, where even the president say, people should not use police protection again. VIP should not use police again. How easy was that to enforce? That's the president's word, though. How easy was that to enforce? You say roadblock. Roadblock.
Seriously?
Roadblock is the financial lifeblood.
No, I'm not going to agree with you.
Oji, see, all the pictures of tourists. Did you put a picture of a tourist that passed
the one
a police
that Dr. Abati
checkpoint that was asking about...
Dr. Abati liked that guy.
That it was... There wasn't there that one that
very polite.
Very polite that, what do you bring for us?
Alcohol. And offered the marital advice.
If you remove roadblock...
Get this woman pregnant.
Do you know how many people in the force you want to give high BP? You want to give untimely deaths? If you remove roadblock.
Okay.
There's a distinction, though.
No.
Yes.
There is roadblock. There's also stop and search.
Yeah.
I think these policemen, they should begin to wear body cam.
Yes.
Compulsorily.
They will remove it.
No, it must work. And they must put a system in place whereby, they should put a system in place when you go back to the office. They check your camera.
Dr. Abati,
and if you give excuse that your camera did not work, they should dismiss you.
Dr. Abati, why is police stop you? Try taking evidential video evidence because they don't want accountability. They will destroy your phone. They will. You just said they should remove one.
No, but we have to.
When you put the body cam.
But let me just say.
No, the policeman should wear body cam.
We want to move forward. We cannot continue to promote status quo. What you're saying is reality. But let me for a second. Lord. So this is part of the presumptive tax regulation of 2026. Yeah. What they're saying is that they're trying to bring in the informal sector into a more formal way of receiving taxes. And so part of that is that to avoid double taxation, the assurance is that when they would, there's a tax guideline for them, 1% of their earnings, they will simplify the process for them, especially for those who have an annual turnover of 12 million. So bringing the informal sector in. But one of the things that has been complained about a number of times is that they have to endure double taxation. For instance, those who carry food, trucks across different countries, there are different checkpoints, multiple illegal roadblocks that have been mounted and where illegal taxes are collected. And you raised the salient point around enforcement guidelines. They say they're going to release an enforcement guideline this week to see how this will be operationalized. But what we are hopeful for is that in speaking, will perhaps be the most pro-people policy of this administration. That can they actually achieve it? Too many informal sector players have been belabored by multiple taxes despite the meager income that they get. If they can fix this with election coming up in a few months' time, because the number of these touts are used as election machineries. So if they can fix it, it would be a good accolade for the Tinubu administration. So I'm speaking up for that they should protect our small business, our micro and nano business owners. It's so important.
You are saying people like MC Ulobo should not collect money. MC
end one day.
All right.
That gave president, he said, he gave president 700 million.
The people have suffered so much.
You said he should not collect Owo Park.
Local government officials.
He said they should not collect.
You know, if you travel from Lagos State, there's one point around Ojodu. If you cross that particular point, they'll stop you. And you say, I'm just coming from Ikoyi. They'll say, no, you have left Lagos State. You are now in Ogun State. We are from for local government.
So they should start with that one. Let us prepare.
He can't stop.
He will stop.
Is that money that's going to politics?
It has to stop.
MC gave Tinubu 700 million.
Tax regime. And so they're saying that they want to fix things and get more revenue to government purse. Instead of going to all these
let's work on the implementation.
There's also signage police. If they see a nice news, they will say signage. They want to collect money. Nigeria is a cruise.
Nigeria cruise. Well, all right. I think also it's a good development. Well, more on security.